Hey there, partner. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be starting the show real soon, so go ahead and grab some popcorn, stare up into the stars, and imagine the horrors that exist beyond our comprehension. This is Scare by Scare.
Music trails in. Jobe, go.
Clap. Hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 48th episode of Scare by Scare. I'm Jobe.
Trace, you have to say your name.
I'm, as per mentioned, Trace.
Hey everybody, I'm Marshall. I have a wife. We watched this stupid ass movie. I watched it today.
I'll kill you.
I got off
I'll
work.
kill you, driving crooner.
Went home and said, "Hey, I'm gonna watch this movie that Jobe recommended. Nobody else recommended it, just Jobe."
Oh, that's that. Oh, sorry, man.
Hey, hold on now. I was told to explicitly state that this was a recommendation from my mother. So, round of applause for Shay, everybody.
Wow, I can't believe you just doxed your mom.
We were also told to set the record straight.
Yeah.
The spin stops here. No more bullshit. Splice was not recommended by one of our viewers. They just said recreationally, no podcast, you should watch Splice. One of our hosts, who isn't me or who isn't Trace, said, "Hey, we were recommended this to watch by one of our most dedicated fans." We were lied to.
Please
the
let
trust
it be
has been broken.
Please let it be known that we will keep the episode up as aired, unedited it, just for the preservation of history.
And it's funny.
And it's funny. And if we fix it, then how will people know what the hell we're talking about in this episode?
They won't.
Well, for all our viewers out there who haven't gathered by the title of our episode, our podcast, of our episode
Speaking
title,
of rar,
we watched Cocaine Bear. Rawr!
What?
Which it's one of those movies that's inspired by a true story, in quotes, where it's all I know of the true story is a fucking Tumblr post that resurfaces every like 2 or 3 years about a bear that ate a bunch of cocaine, and someone's like, "Wow, for like 30 minutes, that bear was the apex predator on Earth because it was a bear hopped up on cocaine." And then they made a movie about that. And if you can imagine how bad of an idea that is, it's about how bad of an idea this movie was and the execution.
I always knew that Trace hated women, but to hear this hatred of women from you, Marshall.
No, I'm married to a woman.
This is all coming out of left field. I have no idea.
If anything, I hate men, honestly.
I mean, yeah, look at all we have achieved. A podcast.
God,
ew.
Gross.
That's what you say to someone when you first meet them, and then you never see them talk to you again. And you're just like, damn, is it because I said something? Do I smell weird? You give yourself a sniff check, and you realize, damn, they don't want to listen to me because I said I have a podcast is the first thing. Well, yeah.
Luckily, Marshall got married before the podcast. Unfortunately, Trace and I are fucked.
Yeah.
So just don't mention that. And then if you ever, like, if you're prospective
imagine dating someone for like 2-3 years and like, where do you disappear every Wednesday at 9? Just going out with the boys.
Joe, I don't know how to tell you this, but it is Thursday at 8:40.
Yep.
Not Wednesday.
Marshall, stop, you're giving away our secrets.
They're not going to teleport into the past, and if they do teleport in the past,
I will.
We have bigger issues to solve.
Yeah, like why haven't they killed Hitler?
You're done.
What's the scientific term for bear?
Ursa Major.
Cool. So
Cocainus Ursanus.
Damn it.
Listen, Cocaine Bear
sucks.
had way too experienced the cast to give us what it gave us. As I was, fuck you guys. All
It's
right.
actually Ursa Day.
Let me give this GD summary. I've got a paragraph. Don't worry. I did
Madison's
a
gonna
new
love editing this. It's gonna be the best.
Madison. Everyone, shut up. Everyone, shut up.
Shut
Madison.
I'm sorry.
On behalf
Madison.
of every
You know what? I'm saying
Is
it. This is our worst episode ever.
See,
I was just gonna ask, is it too early to call it?
You don't have to listen to everybody when they suggest a movie.
It was my mom.
You gotta go with your heart, Jobe.
Your heart shouted.
Anyway, spoiler alert, this is still better than Winchester and Terrifier 2.
you're out of
So
your
there.
All right. Look, you can attack me all you want. I can take it. You touch Marshall, he's gonna cry. Look at him.
Marshall's getting naked on camera right now.
Dude, watch that be our highest watch TikTok.
You're gonna tell me this is better than Terrifier 2? You're out of your
that's
damn mind.
insane considering.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna burn through this real quick.
Yeah.
Movie starts with guys tossing some shit out of a plane before we cut to a German couple fucking around in the woods. They're fucking around the woods, and then the guy's girlfriend gets killed by a bear. Next thing we know, we cut to St. Louis, and Ray Liotta's telling Ice Cube Jr. to go find Han Solo and cocaine. All right, cool. Now the movie cuts to a national park in Tennessee. It was like the Chattahoochee. The park ranger, played by esteemed character actress Margot Martindale, is on a date with Mitchell from Modern Family, I think. Oh, and also there's a mother who comes in and is like, hey, I need to find my daughter and her friend. And they're like, all right, sure, come along. They're walking through the woods. They find the one kid up in a tree. And they're like, why are you up in a tree? And he's like, I don't know if you read the title of this movie, but there's a cocaine bear. And the cocaine bear comes in and just walks everyone up. And Margot Martindale, the park ranger, goes hobbling back to her station to call an ambulance. There, she finds some teens who got their asses kicked by Ice Cube Jr., and then the ambulance shows up, and the ambulance is like, what the goddamn double HE hoppy fuck happened? And then Cocaine Bear happened, and everyone dies. Just everyone. Meanwhile, the drug traffickers, Ice Cube and Han Solo, are on their way to a gazebo where they're trying to find the rest of the cocaine. But whoops, a detective got there before them, and he shoots Ice Cube's kid's fingers off. Whoops. But then Ray Liotta shoots the detective. I watched this last night, and I was getting a little sleepy at this point. And Trace can attest. I was still writing this at like 10 o'clock, so I shouldn't have been that sleepy.
Because that's when I was watching it.
Anyway, everyone eventually finds their way to this cave. Final showdown takes place, and basically everyone calls Ray Liotta a dick and leaves. And then Ray Liotta is like, nah, I'm gonna get my drugs, but then he kills the cocaine bear. But then he accidentally rips open the bag, and some cocaine gets back into the bear's nostrils, bringing it back to life. And then the bear kills Ray Liotta before the cancer can finish the job. And everyone lives happily ever after. And there could be a sequel with those cocaine cubs.
I can tell that Jobe didn't read this summary word for word because I once again changed one of the kills in his summary to kiss to see if he would read it off the teleprompter as is, and he didn't, so I was a little disappointed.
Sorry, I'm too good at my job.
Oh, is that what that is? Marshall.
Yes, Marshall.
Okay, so my issue with this is like,
Oh my god.
You look like you're having an existential crisis.
like this movie is like offending me when I watched it. You know,
Why?
Because it's a comedy horror. It's not scary.
Okay.
It's barely funny. If I was maybe in middle school and watched it and was still going through
Okay.
puberty. No.
While
Let
we're
me
on the
finish, boy.
subject.
Let me finish.
Okay, fine. You finish your little bad take, and then we'll go over here to Good Take Island. That's where I
I'm gonna
preside.
talk for an hour. So that
Good. That means more content for the pod.
And I said, what was I saying? If I watched this in middle school, it'd be a good movie. It'd be like, oh my god, you see Cocaine Bear? It was a bear on cocaine. Isn't that crazy? That's so funny. Remember when it ate that dude, and then it ate that other dude, and then it ate that other dude? Like, it's not fun. I was bored watching it. Like, nothing about this movie was like, oh yeah, what? No. I'm watching this movie and I'm like, okay, there's a bear. It's done cocaine. Okay, there's a guy. Guy loses cocaine bear. It's like rock, paper, scissors, you know? Paper loses the scissors every time. Man loses cocaine bear every time. And it just keeps going throughout the rest of the movie. There's a man, cocaine bear. Who loses? Man. Next scene. Man,
Right.
cocaine bear. Who loses? Who loses? The man. It's not scary, not funny, not exciting. It just exists as a piece of art in the universe.
Now, this is gonna be, I feel, a battle between me and Marshall right now. I just need to ask you, Trace, are you going to be a Krillin or are you going to be a Cell Jr.?
No,
Keep in mind, I'm Goku.
He's Yamcha on the ground.
That's definitely how I feel. I don't understand the correlation here. So does that mean Marshall is Cell?
I'm
Yeah.
perfect Cell. This is the Cell James, but the YouTube where they start bringing in like Sonic and shit like that. So you can be whoever you want. You can be Johnny Cage. You could be Dr. Eggman. You could be fucking Ben 10 if you wanted.
Ooh.
Spirit.
And he has
the horse.
aliens, so the possibilities are endless.
No, but you can only transform into Ghost Freak because it's young Ben 10. So like the Omnitrix is only gonna transport him into anything he should be for the scenario. And in this scenario, you're gonna be Ghost Freak. Go.
It's Ghost Freak and get the fuck out. You know what? Take it back. This is the best episode ever.
So Trace, who are you?
Well, Trace.
I'm gonna be one of the crocodiles from Peter Pan.
The ones that are hitting that click click.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're coming for Mr. Click Click. What's his name?
Captain Hook?
Captain Hook. With who's got the clock? No, the crocodile.
Alligator does.
Crocodile.
In its tummy.
Hey,
is it a crocodile or is it an alligator?
I think it's crocodile.
Stop yelling at me. All right.
Just keep in mind when you're being mean to me, this is who you're being mean to.
It's me.
It's just another picture of me.
So, Joe, I have to reference it back to the movie because that's what people are here to talk about, I think. They're really here for the academic discussion of the summary of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone knows. If you're in the audience, give us a head nod for any reason you can imagine. But, Joe, why did you yourself, a fan of the Fast and Furious movies for the audience to know his background, liked this movie?
Are you really going to make me open my Fast and Furious thesis on this show? So, Cocaine Bear is classic. Plain and simple.
Shut up. I know where that's going.
You're going to look at me with a straight look. Because you did for like 2 seconds there. You held it together. You looked at me dead in the eyes and you said, Marshall,
well, the problem was more so Trace got the reference I was going for. Anyway, but unironically though, I don't know what you were hoping to get out of a movie called Cocaine Bear, but the bear does cocaine, it fucks shit up, Everyone's screaming and yelling, and it's funny because they all got like the worst Southern accents around. And
wasn't
it's
funny.
funny.
No, it
It's
wasn't.
funny.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, fine. All right, you know what? Brent, let's bring it back a couple of weeks. Terrifier 2, that was horror and thrilling,
Yeah.
but I wasn't very thrilled by it, and I wasn't particularly horrified. So I guess all movies are liars.
Not How to Train a Dragon 2. That one was good.
He's right.
That's good.
No, I'm just saying.
But there's no family because his dad dies.
But his mom is alive. I hope you realize
Your
Trace,
shitty
no one
filter
can
doesn't
read
make the
that.
bit work.
What I'm like, I see what you're saying is you find it funny because you have the humor of, you know, 6th grade Jobe. You can just start moving around to your classes. You don't have to be, you know, walked in a line everywhere. You're like, wow, I've got a schedule. I'm my own person. I'm cool as
Well, I mean,
shit.
at my school,
can
6th
say-
grade, you were still in the elementary building.
Oh, I forgot you were raised in fucking Albuquerque, New Mexico, where they do this sort of thing. Don't worry. I won't tell them your actual birthplace. I don't know where that is. I do. But, like...
You know what? I don't think you do. I'm calling your bluff.
I won't.
Could always get it edited out.
But no, what I'm saying is, like, if you were like a young kid watching this movie, you're like, oh, that's so funny. Like Jobe here, he's a young child. If you guys didn't know this, Trace is 46. I'm the moderate age of 27 and a half, and Jobe is actually 12. Is that like middle school age? Yeah, that sounds middle school age. Fuck it, you're 12, Jobe, and you're 466 pounds of pure muscle. You're 7'2". It's just
so long is back.
Like the first 5 minutes where you see Bear, it's on cocaine, and you're like, wow, maybe that was funny how it killed the guy from Game of Thrones' wife. But the rest of the movie is the same thing, but with just different people. They can't
you can say that about any horror movie.
No, I really don't think you can, man. Like they spice it up throughout other horror movies. This one, it's like, present Bear. It kills everyone.
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
All right, again, Terrifier 2. You could easily just say, it's just, there's clown. Clown kills people. Next scene, there's people. Oh, there's the clown. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen next. This is how these movies work. You give us a thing that kills people, and you give us a bunch of people. You do the math. We all have a great time. Jessica's losing her virginity in the back of the theater.
No, but in Terrifier 2, it was actually scary at some point. Because sometimes Art the Clown was scary. The only times
he wasn't scary.
Shut the fuck up, I'm talking. Cocaine Bear was only scary at one point when they said Cocaine Bear is not on the screen, and then he got you. And I went, ooh.
Look. All I'm saying is, Cocaine Bear, that was real. That actually happened. Clowns aren't even real.
Clowns are real. Cocaine Bear was just in the middle of the fucking woods when it happened. It didn't kill anyone, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Right? It's based on a fucking Tumblr post that can be summed up inside an Instagram image, so you know we ain't got a lot of story there. People die. People don't die. Right? Kids do cocaine. First off, why are kids doing cocaine? If you're
to look badass.
There's only 2 kids there.
Yeah, and he's in love with the girl, and he wanted her to think he was cool.
Yeah, you never done cocaine to impress a girl?
No. My wife loves me for who I am.
I snorted barbecue sauce once.
I bet you did, you little freak.
So, Trace, what are your thoughts on the movie?
It's really stupid.
I mean, yeah.
Which is not to agree or disagree with anybody necessarily, but it was, I mean, there were moments that it was funny, but I agree. I think if they're going to make it a funny thing, they should lean more into the funny, and I wanted it to just be a little funnier because of how ridiculous it is. The only times I could really pick out that there could be like a horror aspect to it or like a scare factor in there is when they're all being like torn away off screen by something, because that's just kind of like one of the horror staples of like, we're all in the woods and we're all very alert as to what's going on, and suddenly somebody gets picked up, somebody else gets picked off. But
like Predator.
Yeah, like Predator. But they don't show the bear in all of the scenes taking them. There's actually scenes very prominent where they're filling up a lot of the screen. There's nothing there that pulls them away. They're just suddenly whipped away as if the bear used some kind of telekinetic ability and yanked them, or because he's on cocaine, because she's on cocaine, she ran so quickly that the force in which she was moving and her momentum carried the wind, which also picked up that person and threw them off screen.
Nah, bear used jutsu.
Anyway, Marshall.
The only thing that could make sense if this is all a hallucination from the bear, because it's done so much cocaine.
We're trying to make sense of the movie now.
Sure.
It's a true story, according to you. You're supposed to make sense of it. Oh, Jobe's getting yelled at because he's wrong. Now, audience, how you doing? If you haven't watched this movie,
it's me, Marshall.
I was told
Watch
by someone the best way to watch Cocaine Bear is you watch 30 minutes of it and then you turn it off and you never think of Cocaine Bear again, which might be right, but I come up with a better version. We'll call it the Marshall's way to watch Cocaine Bear is someone comes up to you, one of your trusted friends, maybe you're your best man at your wedding, comes up to you and says, hey, you should watch Cocaine Bear. You punch him right in the fucking throat and say, don't you ever say that to me again, all right? God damn it. We're going to go home. We're going to watch either How to Train Your Dragon 2, Spirits Die in the Cimarron, Atlantis, or Treasure Planet. We're going to watch one of those instead of Cocaine Bear. Because one of those has the dignity to give me something good for an hour and a half rather than Cocaine Bear, which just gives me barren woods for an hour and a half. Ray Liotta was in this movie. Everyone knows Ray Liotta from what movie, everybody? The B Movie.
B Movie.
I don't even know if it was the B Movie.
God, he had Ray Liotta, Private Select Honey Trace.
No, Ray Liotta was in the B Movie.
Yeah, I just don't remember who he was.
He was Ray Liotta.
Oh, he was Ray Liotta. Oh, that's right. I forgot they had that little celebrity segment.
What's the point of bringing Trace on here if you can't remember the B Movie? Can't remember the B Movie. You're not even fucking Yamcha in the fucking Cocaine Bear episode.
What? Hey, man. What can I say?
My boy over here, Tian.
It's just been funnier to watch you guys argue about this because I have no stake in this. So I'm waiting to see who's gonna be teetering more in the argument and then really lean into the other person because I think it's fun.
Listen,
all right. Listen, I just don't know what you expect going into a movie. Marshall fucking went and watched Star Wars and goes, actually, explosions can't really happen in the vacuum of space. There's no oxygen to be burned.
No, I like Star Wars because it has a good story. It grips
It has a good story.
It has a good story.
It has the most basic ass story.
Also, explosions could happen,
galaxy.
but it probably wouldn't be as big because there is oxygen within the spaceships that would be able to combust.
Lasers going pew pew in space. What exactly are those sound waves traveling through?
That's just what they want us to hear. They're going, hey, this is what it would sound like if you could hear in space, but you can't.
Just like force projecting into everyone's brain.
He's just like, hey guys, so.
Joe, are you really trying to argue realism in a movie called Star Wars in an episode where we're doing Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, Jobe. Start talking about Spaceballs. That guy actually does his own sound effects.
Yeah, Joe.
I can't hear the whoops and loops.
All you're saying again for the 20th time
is movies don't have to be particularly realistic.
I'm never saying the movies have to be pretty realistic. I'm just saying movies have to be fun. They have to be engaging. They have to draw the audience in. They have to pull me into the story.
Marshall, I swear to God, if there was any other context in which we watched this movie, you would have fallen in love with it.
I would not. No. I watch every movie with an unbiased attitude, right? But then when Jobe comes in and says this movie's better than Terrifier 2, I'm losing my fucking mind. Because I personally, Marshall, don't think that Cocaine Bear is better than Terrifier 2, right?
Marshall, hey, he's not paying attention. Ask him if it's better than Vivarium.
No, he's gonna say no. Vivarium's obviously look right. He's gonna say Vivarium's better.
Fucking insane.
Because of the plot and the context.
This has just as much story as Vivarium, if not more.
Disagree.
That's fine.
What do you mean? Each character has their own story. Little kid does cocaine. Other little kid does cocaine. One lady dies. Homeboy realizes that he got betrayed by the one that he thought was cool with the doggy. Dad thinks he's going to be cool, but then the little guy leaves him. Ice Cube Jr. dies, or he's not dead. He loses 2 fingers. Yeah. But they have their own story arcs, which is more than whatever movie we're talking about. Vivarium. Because that movie sucked. God, that movie was terrible.
I will say I was doing a bit. I was shit-talking Jobe. However, Marshall explained it. I'm on board. This does that. They do have better arcs.
They do not.
They grow more than the people in Vivarium.
Wrong. They do not.
Han Solo has a way better arc in this than anyone in Vivarium does.
The actors that
Han Solo is fun in this movie.
He's a good character.
Acted well with the lines that they were given. The lines that they were given were like a middle school, theater kid. It's their first time ever doing anything. Said, we're going to make a movie about a bear and cocaine. Ha, this is funny, guys. And then they gave it out to their friends, but their friends turned out to be actors worth $15-20 million, right? Vivarium decided to just make fun of you for 2 hours and say that it's fucking art and a good movie, right? Cocaine Bear had the dignity to tell you we're going to be shit, but we're going to have fun. But you might not like that.
Wow, Marshall, you sure did hit the nail on the head. Vivarium is good, as is Cocaine Bear.
I don't think I said that. If I did, I apologize. I feel like you're reaching, Joe. Foul, white, 13, reach.
All right, charging, Marshall.
Nah, that's not my fucking number, dumbass.
Yeah.
All right, fine, charging, 32.
I'd never be 32 in my life. Out of your damn mind. All right, everybody, we'd like to thank you. We're gonna take our patent free sun break. So everyone, take your little straw from your pouch and take a little break with us.
And we're gonna be slurping good tonight.
And we're back. Boy, that sure was a
That was filling. And a refreshing drink. Thanks, Capri Sun. Sponsor us.
Please.
You assholes.
Hey, whoa, hey, that's not how you market.
Anywho, Marshall's talking. I want to say this is a bear, right? Big animal, big old paws. It could beat the shit out. It would tear you up. They decided to go really tame on the disfiguration and gore we kind of see. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, the only real person we see get eaten up and like mauled is the guy from Modern Family. He's got a mustache in this one. He's kind of ginger. I don't know what his name is in this movie, but he gets mauled. He gets eaten. The bear does a fucking kickflip with his leg or something, right? But the rest of the movie, it's a cocaine bear. It should be fucking losing its mind. It should be going, ah. The poster has it going, ah. And the rest of the movie, see going, rawr, I'm a cocaine bear. Rawr. I wanted to see a little more oomph from it. It's got no chutzpah. It's got no magic. It's just a lame bear on cocaine. Yes, Jobe, you look like you want to say something, boy. Trace, back me up on my point with the bear and the mauling.
He's right.
Yeah, fuck you, Joe.
He's right, you know.
Oh, he's right though.
All right. Hear me out, though. I don't need to see that much gore. And the bear was perfectly good at killing people, as it did so repeatedly throughout the movie. And how many slasher movie killers can you say really make it to the end of their own movies? For that, Cocaine Bear earns points.
I would like to make the point that a bear does not need to be hopped up on cocaine to be a decent killing machine.
Exactly. The perfect weapon.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Slasher characters that make it all the way through and they're the villain. Art the Clown made it all the way through. They made 36,000.
He died.
Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween's. They make it through. The bear is in fact a bear. I'm confused at what point you're trying to make.
They all die by the end of their first movies.
Okay.
Or they need to be resurrected in later ones.
They still make
the bear
it to the end.
didn't.
Okay. It got resurrected by the cocaine at the end.
Okay, but that's not magic. That's real.
No. It's fake. This whole movie's fake. It's acting,
No.
Joe.
Ray Liotta's dead.
Yes. This movie's dedicated to him. Imagine you die and you get Cocaine Bear dedicated to you. If I was him, I'd resurrect myself and then kill myself because of this movie was so bad.
I don't think you could say that, Trace.
I feel like the difference between Cocaine Bear and other horror movie villains, the bear is not a villain. It's not inherently evil. It's just as much a victim as the people it's killing because it's not naturally introduced to cocaine. It's being forced upon almost.
How many people did the Cocaine Bear
What a
even
tragic
kill?
figure that doesn't need a complicated backstory.
The Cocaine Bear killed Game of Thrones dude's fiance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One,
that.
two of the delinquents, and then the park ranger, I think.
7.
No, I only killed one of the delinquents.
Yeah.
No, it killed 2 of them, right?
Nope. Because the park ranger shot the other one.
So fuck. The fiance, delinquent. We'll count the park ranger and then the 2 medic people, and that's and Ray
Mustache.
Ray Liotta.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't kill Mustache.
And then,
Mustache
did. Peter from Modern Family.
Oh, that Mustache, not Mustache the character.
Right.
What? There was a character named Mustache?
Yes. Technically he's titled as Stash.
The yellow one and the blonde who was showing them what gazebo is.
Yeah.
So that's 7.
Yeah, he makes it out.
And the amount of people that make
Not
it out
bad.
are Ice Cube, Han Solo, Carrie Springer, the 2 kids,
and Officer Reba, technically.
Officer Reba. That's like almost a 50. That's like a 500 batting average, which would be good if it was
baseball. That's pretty good in baseball.
Oh, but wait, for a slasher movie, that's terrible.
Did you count Game of Thrones guy?
He made it out 7. That's a 500 batting average, exactly.
Half and half,
right? For a slasher movie, terrible. Art the Clown killed like fucking everyone. Jason Aldean from Friday the 13th killed everyone.
Jason Derulo
from Friday the 13th.
Everyone
killed everyone. This bear sucks at being a villain. Even if it is. Even if it's not saying it's man versus man, it's man versus nature. And nature is a shit job of being a villain. You can't even say that. I know you study literature. Man versus nature is a valid, what do you call it? Thing.
Story conflict.
That doesn't sound right, Jobe. I'm sorry.
Didn't you just say I would know?
Yeah, but it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Technically, on average, a black bear in North America kills less than 1 person per year. So
yeah, it's a bear, dude. If you not watch,
I'm just saying that hopped up on drugs, they have brought that up times 7.
How many people did clowns kill last year?
last year? How many clown killers
Marshall's betting
per
4.
year?
Wendy's.
Wendy's nuts. What does the clown have? John Wayne Gacy. What does this mean?
That's like 46.
Yeah, but that was back in the 70s. People were just asking to be killed then.
No, this happened in 1972. Cocaine Bear
The
took place in
70s.
1980.
1985.
Don't yell at me. 1985, which is essentially the 1970s.
I don't
But you
think
might
we,
as well say
I don't think we have an exact number on how many clown-related murders there have been.
But like in
Unfortunately.
2017, there was like 46 or something like that. There was a lot of clowns out. I remember that.
Oh,
Did you guys go out and
that
hunt
was
for
a
clowns?
rumor.
Did you guys go out and hunt for clowns in your buddy's pickup, or was that just me down here in Texas?
That was just you freak.
I don't know what we're gonna do. We brought nothing with us besides gumption and a truck.
You're just gonna kick the shit out of him.
You see,
Like that JoJo scene.
Come here, boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can all agree, I guess. Cocaine Bear, bad movie. Go home, watch
No.
Terrifier Tire 2.
No.
Listen. Why are you yelling?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Let's say you're having a girl over.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, don't get mad, Madison. Hypothetically, you have a girl coming over, right? And she's like, ooh, I like horror movies, right? You got to pick something out that, you know, you're going to fuck to. Now, if you put on Terrifier 2, that chick is running out of your house because she thinks you're some sort of psychotic nut. If you put on Cocaine Bear, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna laugh a little bit. She's gonna get all cuddly with you. You're having a great date night. Terrifier 2 is not an appropriate environment for enjoyment.
No, you see, this is why Jobe doesn't have a girlfriend, because he puts on Vivarium and they get bored and fall asleep after.
I would not put on Vivarium. Yes.
So,
Trace.
On average per year, there's about 18,450 murders in the U.S. Now, there are about 129 known clowns in the U.S., allegedly. So that's roughly 143 possible murders from a clown, roughly, per year. If all clowns are murderers.
And a bear murders what, once every 5 years on a leap year or something like that?
It is a leap year.
It is a leap year.
It wasn't a leap year. It wasn't a leap year when this was filmed, but
yeah, set your calendars forward a month and a half or whatever it is. Let's get ready.
Dude, my favorite thing is daylight savings, where we go back and forward a year, and then leap year, where we go forward or backward the month.
What are you saying, Trace?
Whatever you want, really. Hey, I picked it up just fine. I think Marshall might just be a little bit, slow. I'm attacking his character now.
Can I be real about something?
Ad hominem.
Can I be real about something? For a moment, I got a little thirsty, and I reached for my Capri Sun that we already drank, and I got a little sad.
Damn.
Yeah. Jobe and I, hey, this is for all our listeners out there who don't know me and Jobe personally. We were in the same English 250 class back in college, so we both learned this around the same. Did we learn this at the same time? Was this in English 250? We learned about like debate, like ad hominem, or was that speech class I took? Don't just nod. Give me a fucking
Probably that
answer.
speech one.
Okay, so Jobe and I both knew each other at the time I learned ad hominem. So what Jobe did, where he attacked me as my character, is an ad hominem fallacy, right? This is when you're losing the argument, but you have to do something to show that, hey, I actually know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna destroy the person talking rather than make factual and logical arguments against his argument to build a conducive and actual like conversation.
See.
I'm just gonna call him stinky and then go ha ha, and everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I can't agree with the guy that's stinky and got get ha ha.
He's right.
Right? Yeah, Joe.
He's right,
You stinky bitch.
I think like worst case scenario, you're
I'm Rocky Balboa, and you're
What are you gonna say?
Apollo Creed.
I'm Apollo Creed in the first one. I won the first one.
Sure, but I
He's
got
right.
heart, kid.
No, you don't.
Who's
I've
Heart
seen
Kid?
your heart.
It's a moral victory.
It's a moral victory. It's a moral victory. I am. I'm reigning
And
champion. I'm a reigning
Trace,
champion.
Are you gonna be Adrian or are you gonna be Adonis Creed?
I'm
No, he's
Glass
gonna be-
Joe.
He's Polly. He's Polly.
I'm the Turtles.
That's shell shocked. So overall,
shell. Turn power.
Turtle power.
Yep.
Overall, I think Cocaine Bear is just one of those movies that's really hard to quantify. It
No, it's not.
plays outside of the realm of
it doesn't.
what we think a movie should be.
Listen,
It introduces a whole new paradigm to the entertainment equation.
Listen, they quantify Doodle, all right? They can quantify Cocaine Bear. I'm gonna be real with you, man. You're just spitting poop you at your doo-doo, all right? Like,
Yeah, I
gotta give Jobe credit
Oh.
though. He was able to keep a coherent thought for the most part while Marshall was trying to tear him down, and that's good.
I'm tearing him down, and Jobe is sitting there holding the A button to build, like in Lego Star Wars, and he's. Give me a good Lego building sound, someone.
Madison edited a
No,
Lego
no.
building.
Jobe was about to do one. Go on, Jobe. That was terrible. Oh my god.
That
What
did
did we
suck.
Man. No, all right, let's see you do it then, tough guy.
Yeah,
I
Marshall.
can't do one. I can't do one. But it's not like a
Well-
fucking trill. It's not a trill. It's like a.
No, I did the tick 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 tick. My mic just didn't pick it up.
Well,
Maybe
turn
you
off your
should.
sound suppression.
And it does do a trill after you finish it. It goes
Not the beginning.
I was at the end.
How was I supposed to know that your mic got out everything? Whatever.
You motherfucker!
I hope Madison is able to add subtitles.
Yeah, we need to figure out Marshall's saying.
Actually, preferably, I want Madison to dub over Marshall.
my wife,
No,
Madison, who I love very much, said I'm a silly little goose every time we did this podcast.
Aw.
And she has to listen to me yell at Jobe for like an hour or so. So that's what she's doing right now.
This one, yeah,
but we
specifically.
now, to our audience who doesn't know our plan, usually what we do every week is we plan the next movie we're going to watch. We have a week to watch it. We all watch it either the day before or the day of because we slack. We make an event in Discord that we make fun of Jobe movie but praise Marshall movie, and then we record. We usually try to record at some time. We usually end up recording an hour later because either Jobe or Trace takes an hour and a half to get on. But that's usually our process. Yeah, I'm ad hominem in you, boy.
I would like to point out that it is a conscious choice for me to watch it day of or day before, so it's fresh in my head. I don't want to watch it too far ahead and then go based off notes.
And that's my excuse too.
All right.
You know what else is fresh in your head? Fucking
These
Subway
nuts.
$5 foot long.
I did
Freaky
have one.
fresh.
I actually had one the other day.
Are they even $5 anymore? I
No,
thought that thing
it
was
cost me
$12.
like $11.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Good luck getting a sandwich for under $8.
with
Shout
tax.
out to that one
it was
sandwich
insane.
place that we used to go to in Ames. Joe, you remember that?
Taco
West-
John's.
West Street Deli. That shit slapped.
Yeah.
Oh, Taco
I don't think
John's.
we ever went.
Jersey Mike's.
We definitely went, Job.
We didn't go together. We went separately.
No, we went together. I
What
know.
did
I
I
went
get
there.
then?
I don't know. A sandwich, you fuck.
He's right.
Joke's on
Wow.
you.
I
I
went
only went there for potato salad.
I
Yeah,
went there all the time when I was drunk. I know I went there one day when I was with you and my wife.
I think
no,
you
I-
just looked. You looked over at Tomei and you went, yes.
No, because
Joe.
Tomei is like 3'5".
Okay, that's
You're
actually
tall.
accurate
Yeah.
though.
But when you're drunk, you think you're so tall.
That might
Trace,
be
back me
true.
up on this.
All
Only,
right.
Marshall
I-
be acting tall.
only time I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
it, we got drunk and we walked to the pancake place.
Perkins.
Perkins, thank you. I know it started with a P.
When the fuck did we do that?
Pancake
Um,
place.
Yeah, we did. Marshall not.
All right.
You were there. Yeah,
Marshall,
we went with Big Man and Jobe. Brownie might have been there.
So, Cocaine Bear, if I had to put a number to it, is going to be a nice solid 7 out of 10.
What?
Look, all I'm saying is I would rewatch it before Terrifier 2 or Winchester.
That's
Those got
insane.
6s. Ergo.
Okay. You know what? Marshall turn. I'm
That's
giving Cocaine Bear. I was gonna
crazy.
give it a 3.295 to be nice, but because of Joe, I'm giving it a 2.3541.
Now, don't you just love how Marshall's ranking system isn't based on how much he liked a movie or anything like that? It's based on how much everyone around him pisses him off.
Fine. I'm changing my score then. It gets a 3.10256.
Okay, Chase, your turn.
These are all really great points. I think I'm now going to be basing my score off of how easily persuaded I am during the arguments you two have. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a 4.
I win. Haha, Trace and Joe.
I originally gave it a 5, based off of me just watching it myself, but Marshall has swayed me slightly.
I'm Vegeta.
Nah.
He's
And
Bulma.
the fact
you're
that-
fucking what's that dude? No, fucking
Goku.
You got it. You
Yeah.
got it.
the white guy from the Tournament of Power.
Jiren.
Jiren. Yeah, you suck.
Jiren was
I'm-
cool.
I'm
He was the best antagonist to come out of
Vegeta.
Super.
It's super, yeah.
Fucking
Okay, have any of us actually watched an episode of Dragon Ball? Because I've watched
here
like
is.
I've
and
watched like 3
Trace's
episodes
Whis.
of Dragon Ball.
I don't want to be known as the anime nerd, but yes, I've watched the entire series.
That's cringe.
So
You've watched like every
Overall-
episode of One Piece,
I would just like
which
to
I would like to point
that-
out that the kid Henry in here is in One Piece.
Dude, I don't mean to brag, but I kind of look like Monkey D. Luffy right now. Anyway, the only reason Trace was swayed by Marshall's argument is that he goes with whoever's taller.
Go with whoever's funnier at the moment.
And
No.
I'm taller. I'm 6'5". Job is 1'2".
Long is back.
The only the only exception to this rule was the divorce. He stuck with his dad, despite only being 4'8".
It's true.
Trace's dad looks like the Hugh Laurie Oompa Loompa.
That's his exact proportions. He is that tall.
He is also in a jar for Trace to transport easily.
I did not like
Don't
where that
put
was
your dad
going.
in the
I don't like that idea at all. I'm instead going to say he's 3 foot and also has green hair.
All right, this is it. This was a shit episode, everyone. Have a great one.
Fran did
Follow
not
us
like
What
on
would you score? What would you score today's episode?
Yeah.
me. 3.25214. Follow us on
I'm giving
TikTok.
it an 8.
Follow us on. Hold on, Madison got mad at me last time because I didn't say the actual thing. Hold
Yeah. I tried to get you to last time, but you kept going, nope.
on. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts. We post a new episode every Thursday. Join us next week for Marshall's movie Menu featuring
The
Voldemort.
menu.
Is it The Menu? I don't fucking know. Hold on. Let me get my people on it.
It's the menu.
The Menu featuring Voldemort, Beast, and Queen's Gambit. And
So
if you, the viewer, I'm pointing at you. I'm actually going to turn my chair to look at you. If you, the viewer, have a movie recommendation, let us know in the comments or email us at scaredbystare@gmail.com.
the problem I'm
Let it
seeing
be
with this is
warned.
this is also a horror comedy.
No, but it's good.
Mm.
We'll catch you next week, buttholes. Have a great one and keep on buttholing. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Trey, say bye.
I
It's not bye. It's
bye.